Tonight we have new information on the Delphi double murders case. The defense team for convicted killer Richard Allen is raising new questions about multiple items, including the state's timeline of the murders. Allen was convicted in the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German in November.
Now his attorneys argue that conviction should be vacated. Fox 59's Eric Graves has been reading through these documents for us today and now joins us here in the studio. And Eric, you talked with some of these legal experts who say these motions will bring this case likely back to court.
That's what they expect. This is the 24-page motion of errors. In it, Richard Allen's defense team outlines 4 points they say could have changed the outcome of his trial. Allen's attorneys are hoping this can get his conviction vacated.
Richard Allen is currently serving 130 years in prison for the killings of Abby Williams and Libby German near the Monon High Bridge in 2017. Allen's attorneys have filed new motions calling for his conviction to be vacated. Indianapolis defense attorney John Tompkins isn't affiliated with the case, but gave his expertise on the motion of errors filed Tuesday by Allen's defense attorneys. They say Allen's Sixth Amendment right was violated when his attorney was not present at an initial hearing in 2022. The attorneys say this email is evidence the state knew Allen had representation.
It's clearly not appropriate when you know a person is represented to proceed without their attorney present.
The motion also includes new video disputing the state's murder timeline presented in court. The defense says this video shows a white van arriving on the day of the murders near the crime scene at 2:45 p.m. Zoomed in, you can see the van. In court, the state told the jury the white van arrived around 2:30, spooking Allen just before he killed the girls. Tompkins says the times not lining up could be a major blow to the state.
I think any judge would have to give very serious consideration to reversing the conviction because that was the core of their theory of the case.
Perhaps even worse for the state is if the prosecution knew part of their core story was false.
If they acted intentionally or knowingly, then you would get potentially reversal with no new trial.
In the motion, the defense also presented another suspect for the crime and an apparent confession not yet heard by the public. These notes were taken by a state police investigator from an interview with an inmate who said Ron Logan confessed to the killings while he was in prison. Logan owned the property where Abby and Libby's bodies were found. He gave investigators a phony alibi, and his home was searched by the FBI in the months after the killing. The pathologist who performed the autopsy on the victim said in court a box cutter could have been used in the killings, which is what Logan said he used to murder the girls in his 2017 confession.
They've tied it to actual evidence that was presented by the state at trial and arguably should have opened the door to them being able to get some of these other suspects and information about the other suspects in front of that jury.
I asked Tompkins if he thinks this could put Richard Allen's very recent conviction and sentence in hot water. He says it deserves a hearing where the defense could expand on these points and the state can counter the claims made or clarify them. Coming up later tonight, we'll have more on the new evidence presented pointing to Ron Logan as the Delphi killer. In the studio, Eric Graves, Fox 59 News.
All right, Eric, thank you. Now, Allen is expected again to appeal his conviction. The court appointed attorneys for that process, but he can't file a notice of appeal until the judge rules on this new motion. Abby and Libby were found dead in Delphi. That was in 2017, February. The best friends were on a hike on a day off from school when they were murdered. More than 5 years later, in October of 2022, Allen was arrested for the murders. The jury found him guilty last November, and the judge sentenced him to 130 years in prison last month. We've stayed on top of this case from the very beginning, and tonight we have more team coverage. At 10 and 11, we have new access to a different confession from the man who owned the property where the girls were found. You heard Eric mention him briefly there. We'll follow that development in our past coverage here on air and online.
Also,